Before the game even launched, Ghost of Yotei was being praised as the next Game of the Year contender, with its predecessor Ghost of Tsushima becoming an instant classic. Expectations were high, but with changes made to the protagonist, tensions rose fast. People wondered if the game was already heading in the wrong direction before release. Players were split into two camps: those who swore they'd never touch it and those convinced it was going to redefine the genre. Ghost of Yotei brings a new female lead, still holding true to the beauty and immersion of the world. The gameplay is repetitive, yet never punishing, and the story wraps up nicely, though many won't stick around long enough to see it. Between a villain who only serves the plot and activities that exist purely as content, it's hard not to ask, is this really Game of the Year? Or did Atsu make this game too woke to play? Let's be clear, the issue isn't that Atsu is a woman, it's that she fails to represent one. When you choose a main character, you're choosing who the audience identifies with. And in this case, Atsu is a mixed bag. She acts like a man, is treated like an equal, and if she isn't, it's because of her reputation as an onryo. Not her humanity. She's only ever a woman by observation. This isn't a problem because she's strong. It's a problem because the story doesn't explore the strengths unique to her being a woman. It begs the question, why make her one at all? If you ask me, Atsu feels less like a character and more like a mascot, designed to please an idealistic group rather than represent one. What's impressive is Ghost of Yotei's stunning open world. Its brilliance lies not just in its art, but in how it guides you without ever breaking immersion. In an era where yellow paint is the new black for developers, Ghost of Yotei leads by example. No messy UI or intrusive icons, just nature itself as your compass, smoke from campfires, the direction of the wind, the way the light hits a field of flowers. Every cue feels natural and intentional. The world is so beautiful, you'll lose hours just wandering it. Ghost of Yotei doesn't just create a sandbox, it builds a world that feels alive. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the story. Atsu is at the heart of the story's biggest problems. Her relationship with Jubei is a perfect example. Her reckless actions constantly put others at risk, forcing him to break laws and compromise his clan's honor. Yet, somehow he's the one apologizing in the end, because he didn't understand her pain.
Our father would want us to fight for the living, not sacrifice them for revenge.
Our family was murdered, and all you care about is playing samurai.
This trope runs deep. Atsu is always right, everyone else is wrong, and when you write a hero who never fails, you disconnect them from their own story. By the time the third act forces her to take accountability, it's too late. The moment's gone. The writers wanted Atsu to be likable, but they imposed that likability too much, forcing every character and even the country itself to love her. Lord Saito, the main villain, becomes nothing more than a warmongering placeholder. Even though Atsu is loved in-game, it never feels earned because we never get to see her become worthy of it. Gameplay offers plenty of variety, but most of it goes underused. You've got 5 weapons, but you can easily play the whole game using just the sword. Camps don't offer meaningful progressions until the end game. Stealth feels like an afterthought, and PS5 gimmicks are more annoying than immersive. And don't even get me started on spending the whole game bonding with your wolf, only for it to be left unusable for the final encampment. Most of these features sound great on paper, but in practice, they're just marketing beats. Forgettable mechanics that never become a core part of the experience. The real saving grace? Quickfire combat. As enemies get tougher, heavy attacks become tedious, so using tools like pocket sand, kunai, and pistols keeps the pace snappy. The armor and charm system also adds solid customization. You can switch between stealth or combat builds instantly, with preset loadouts tied to each armor set. I'd often start a standoff, swap to another set mid-fight, drop a smoke bomb, chain assassinate a few enemies, and finish it all off with a kunai combo. That flexibility is what keeps the combat alive. Add in the spirit gauge letting you heal or unleash an unblockable strike, and you've got the same brilliant mechanics Tsushima perfected. But there's a problem: the combat has lost its soul. It's still fun, but no longer tied to the world or story. What happened to the weather reacting to your playstyle, to earning ghost stance by cutting down generals, to learning from your enemies by defeating them? Now gameplay feels like a function, not an expression. Add to the fact how easy the game becomes once you gain and explore the world and level up. The challenge of the game disappears, and so does the motivation. There's a lot to do, but little reason to do it. Bamboo strikes make no sense as spirit gauges. Side missions that mirror Atsu's journey never make her reflect on it. Hot springs offer opinions, not insight. Villagers remember her father's deeds but ignore her own. Most missions lack structure or creativity. Climbing is slow and shallow. Everything feels built to exist, not to entertain. And that really sums up Ghost of Yotei, a sequel that adds more but gives less, a protagonist we're told to love instead of learning to, a world that's stunning but shallow, gameplay that's clever but disconnected. It's a beautiful, ambitious, and completely hollow, which is why I'm giving Ghost of Yotei a 6 out of 10. A game that expands everything except its heart. Until next time, play nice.